What's going on YouTube? It's Cinecentric, where we talk about all things cinema. Back with another video. I know it's been a couple of months since I've posted. Last video I posted was about my top 10 favorite movies. Um, yeah, there's a couple of reasons why I haven't posted in a while. I want to be more consistent, but I have like three channels I'm focusing on. One about football, one about Yu-Gi-Oh, and this one about movies, anime, TV shows, writing, etc. Um, Now that the Super Bowl is concluded, I'm gonna take the football channel, have a little bit backseat towards that. I'll still post on that channel, but I'm gonna try to focus on my other two channels that I've been less consistent on. And with that said, today's topic for the video is going to be my top 10 favorite animes. I know this is primarily a movie and TV um, show channel, but anime has a special place in my heart. And with that said, we will dive into my top 10 favorite animes. Now, some of the animes that you think would be on my top 10 aren't on here because I haven't either A, seen them, finished a lot of it, or it's just not on my radar. So, like, for instance, Neon Genesis Evangelion won't be on here. I have not seen it. I've only seen like an episode of My Hero Academia. I won't put Pokemon on here because I only really like the first season, the Kanto region and the Johto region. I've only seen the first arc of Hunter x Hunter, so I need to hop on that. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I've seen a lot of episodes of those, but I do respect the anime and the creator because he basically created the shonen genre, but I don't consider it in my top 10. Other ones, let's see here. Ergo Proxy. I haven't watched that yet. That's on my radar though. Uzumaki Monster. I'm like 25 episodes into that, so obviously this could be the obviously this list could get revised and edited later down the road once I start watching the rest of these shows. Let's see here. Berserk. I've not seen. I've only seen a couple episodes of Berserk. And then the last one, One Piece. Actually, no, One Piece is in here. Spoiler alert. I've seen enough of One Piece to give a decent opinion on it. But with that said, let's dive into number 10. And number 10 on my list is going to be Attack on Titan. Why? I like the main characters, Mikasa. I like Eren Yeager. I like Arwen. I like Levi. And I like Kenny. I think Kenny was a very good character in Attack on Titan. Sidebar, if you've ever heard of the band Veil Maya, they're kind of like a gent scream metalcore band. They have a song called Mikasa based off of the Attack on Titan character Mikasa, and it is a banger, so go check that out if you haven't. Even fans of even non-fans of scream music and metal music probably would like that song, in my opinion. But anyway, carrying on with Attack on Titan. I like stories that are a little bit pessimistic, a little bit apocalyptic. The characters, obviously, they think they're safe in the beginning of the show. And then, like, these big-ass titans that eat humans, like, they fuck their shit up. And then you just go down this rabbit hole of, like, mystery, intrigue. And when things are revealed, like, the revelations are satisfying. I liked season 1, but I think the story and, like, the main plots and stuff start picking up towards halfway through season 2 when we realized who the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan are, and along with the introduction of the Beast Titan. I like season 3 a lot because of the introduction of Kenny. I also felt like it was like government espionage, spy, thriller themes in that. And then season 4 gets crazy. Season 4 is crazy. I like one of my favorite anime theme songs, War, is in season 4, and I just like Attack on Titan. I think it's pretty cool. But it's number 10, and then we'll segue into number 9. Number 9 is The Promised Land. Oh, sorry, The Promised Neverland. Season 1. Only season 1. And I'll explain why. I think it's probably one of the best horror animes I've seen. And there's not too many I have seen, so I guess you take that with a grain of salt. It has great tension, great horror, great camera angles for an anime. It is very specific and very good with like camera techniques, cinematography, just like frame composition, which I loved. I loved all 3 of the main characters. If you don't know anything about Promised Neverland, it's about these orphan kids that they get taken care of by like this maid mom who runs the orphanage. But there's a dark secret. Once the kids get towards a certain age or a certain intellect, I say, they get fed to demons. Yeah, it's fucking wild. And like just the progress of like the kids figuring that out and trying to plan their escape from the orphanage. It's just a really good fucking anime. Season 1 was really good. Season 2, on the other hand, they butchered the shit out of it. They tried to fit over like 100 manga chapters into like 12 episodes. The ending is basically just a montage of fucking still images that don't make any sense. They don't explain anything. And you can just tell it was rushed. And it's a damn shame because it could have been so damn good. But season 1, Promised Neverland, number 9. After that, number 8, we have Death Note. Death Note is probably the anime I've rewatched the most out of all these on the list. I've probably seen it about 5 or 6 times all the way through total. I love the main characters, Light Yagami, L. I love the cat and mouse sequence. Mystery thriller of these 2 characters trying to catch each other, or Light's trying to kill L. L is trying to catch Light and prove that he's Kira. I love the concept of the story, the Death Note, that this bored intellectual teenager wants to become God, basically, and the judge, jury, and the executioner of all mankind when he stumbles upon this book that Shinigami dropped that basically gives you the power to hold people's lives in your hands by writing their name in this book and judging them and killing them based off your own twisted, warped sense of morality. I like the Shinigami to Ryuk, who's basically his partner in crime, even though like Ryuk doesn't have like a stake in the ball game, like he doesn't care who wins between L and Light. He's just there because he's also bored and he wants to have fun. It's just a good time. Like, it's not too long of an anime. It's only like 37 episodes, I think. The only thing that I didn't like about it is, like, I think after L's death, I think the anime kind of, like, dips in quality. Nier, he's okay as a antagonist to Light, but he's no match for L. and that'll be my number 8. After that, lucky number 7, we're going to go with One Piece. Disclaimer, I have not seen all of One Piece. I have seen most of the beginning, like the Grand Line and start of the East Blue. Do they enter the Grand Line? I don't know. Basically, I always get to like where the Baroque Works arc starts, and then like I'll skip around and watch some stuff. Like I've seen like when they introduced Kaido, I thought that was cool. I've seen most of the Marineford arc. I've seen most of the Impel Down arc, and I've seen the introduction to Brook and the Thriller arc. And I like One Piece. I think it's pretty cool. Most of the characters are pretty unique and interesting. And what I have seen of it, it's just good anime, good shonen arc storytelling. I love Brook. I think Brook's just a funny ass character. And yeah, I haven't seen all of it, but I do plan on to, so it might go up in my top 10. And yeah, One Piece will be number 7. Number 6, we're gonna go with an old classic one from the 90s. We got Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop, it's a very short anime. It's only about 26 episodes. I love the themes of this anime. The characters trying to figure out where they belong in the world and what their purpose is. By also just they're focused and they're haunted by like their past and their past mistakes. Like I think that's just cool concept and theme for overall of the show. It's a very cool, funky, jazzy anime. The soundtrack's pretty good. The action's pretty good. It's a space opera. And don't get me started on the intro. I think it has one of the best anime intros like ever. Like it's just so good. And like that's why it's a number 6. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Full Metal Alchemist. I'm gonna go with both of the shows, Full Metal Alchemist and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The first Full Metal Alchemist show, a little bit darker in theme and depiction than Brotherhood. I think it's because the first like Full Metal Alchemist run, like they were still working on the manga. But Brotherhood's so good. Like I loved every single character in Brotherhood. I felt like all the characters meant something, which is very rare in a show or a movie or an anime, where like the characters don't feel like they're just one note, one dimensional. I just felt like every character mattered. I love Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric. I love their brother dynamic, how much they care for each other. Basically what they're striving, their goal to get back their mother after fucking up alchemy. I love the theme of equivalent exchange, and I like the homunculus too. Like they're probably my second favorite like anime evil group per se. Like favorite anime group antagonist. I like that's why it's number 5 for me. After that, we got number 4. We got Naruto Shippuden. I love Shippuden more than like Naruto, like the first show. Now don't get me wrong, I do love parts of the original Naruto. Like I love the Chunin exams. I love stuff that they showed with Orochimaru and bringing Tsunade and Jiraiya into the fold. I like that Naruto and Sasuke got their little fight in regular Naruto, but in my opinion, I think Shippuden's like 10 times better. One, we have a more mature Naruto. He's just good. Also, like I was talking about earlier about Homunculus being my second favorite antagonist group for anime, the Akatsuki's hands down my favorite um, antagonist group. I love quite a bit of Akatsuki members. I like Hidan. I like Itachi. I think Kisame's cool. Um, Pain's probably it'll either be Pain or Itachi. That's probably my favorite Akatsuki members. And then also Madara um, is the puppet master behind the whole thing. Now, disclaimer again: I have not seen all of Shippuden. Um, I in the beginning of the Great Ninja War, where Madara declares war against all of the clans, um, the ninja clans. So this might go up to number one. We'll see. Um, but yeah, like Naruto Shippuden, number four. After that, we have number three. We have Yu Yu Hakusho, another '90s anime. Um, I like, man, I could talk a lot about Yu Yu Hakusho, but just for time constraints, I'll try to keep it brief. I love all of the four core main characters. Kuwabara is great for comedic relief. He is cool and aloof, and he's very strong. Karama, he's also cool, aloof, very strong. Yusuke, obviously main character. He's Yusuke besides probably Yugi is like the only two um, main characters in anime where they're my favorite in their respective animes. Fuck, maybe not. I kind of like Kurama and Hiei a little bit more than Yusuke, but we'll it's very hard because like when it comes to shonen animes, like the main character is usually not my favorite character of that show. But Yusuke's pretty up there. I like Yusuke. He's funny. He's a badass. I like the two of the anime arcs in the show. The Sensui Chapter Back saga where he's trying to open up the whole to Demon World, and also the Toguro Dark Tournament arc. I think that's two of the best anime arcs I've ever watched in anime. Um, I just like it, man. Like it just, and then like the ending always gets me too. I always get in my feels, and I'm a little sad. And sometimes, the first time I cried, but on other watches, I could start to feel one single tear come down, but I stop it. I stop it. But the ending always gets me, and that's why it's number three. Um, and then we got two left. Number two, we're gonna go with Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, I like GX, but obviously it has nothing when it comes to original Yu-Gi-Oh. What can I say about Yu-Gi-Oh? It's probably one of the first animes I've ever watched as a kid. Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, the Waking the Dragon, the Seal of War Calcos arcs. They're fantastic. Um, the show got me into playing Yu-Gi-Oh itself. I had a dual disc. Like, I have so much memorabilia when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just a fun time, man. It just brings back nostalgia all the time. And the shenanigans, the way that Yugi can pull wins out of his ass, especially in the Duelist Kingdom arc, when they're still trying to figure out basically like the main game mechanics of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, like I just love it. If you don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, you've been living under a rock, and you need to get out of it and go watch it, like yesterday. And then finally, number one, we're gonna go with Bleach. Um, what can I say about Bleach? Man, this is one of the few animes where I've read most of the manga and also watched basically every single episode that's come out. Bleach, I love the filler arc. I love a couple of filler arcs. Like I like the Back to Soul Society arc. I like the filler arc where the Zanpakutos manifested in themselves. I um I like the Vampire Bound arc. I thought that was a pretty cool arc. But also I just love the main arcs. Like I love the fights. Some of the fights are really great. One of my favorite anime characters, Mayuri, the crazy scientist one. He has some cool fights. Shunsui Kaguraku, the kimono wearing one, fantastic fights all around. I think Sosuke Aizen, even though he seems like this Doctor Evil type of villain, where like he always has an ace up his sleeve and he knows what's going on, I feel like it's um, a little bit of a cop out, but I think Aizen's still a very good and strong um, villain. And then we get to the Thousand Year Blood War, and even though the manga was very rushed towards the end, um, the anime, since they brought it back, is fantastic. The animation's on point. We've had stuff that didn't show up in the manga show up in the anime, and we are coming up on part 4. I believe this June or July, and that should be the finale of the Thousand Year Blood War. And I'm excited to watch it. I think it's going to blow people out of the water, and I'm looking forward to seeing what new stuff they bring to it since the ending was rushed. So, with that, that is my top 10 list. My next videos I'm going to do, I am either going to do a tier list of all the Scream movies or do a review of each one. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent on uploads. And then when Scream 7 comes out at the end of this month, I will do a movie review of that right out of the theater. I'll come home and do a review. And with that said, please let me know what your favorite animes are in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.